Morgan, and today I will be doing a thrifted blue dress try-on haul. So back on Thursday, I had the opportunity to go thrift shopping with my dad, and I found quite a few, I found a lot of stuff there, but I found three blue color dresses that I really liked, thought would be really, they would be quite suitable for summer wear, and this I believe is like a wrap style of dress. This is Old Navy brand, and it's size medium, and it's made in the Philippines. And I know medium, this was because it is like a size medium, I'm wondering if that's kind of why it fits a little bit odd. But I really like this style of dress, and it was originally, I think it was $3.98 before any discounts or taxes. And let me see, I'm trying to see on the side here, because, okay, down here, it should say what the fabric content is, and it is 100% viscose. Okay, that's why I couldn't quite figure out what this was. It's like the shell is it's like a rayon viscose type material. Okay. And this dress is a very interesting style of dress, because it has a hole here that that I put one of the ties through, and I thought this was very creative, and I liked the idea of it. And then it also it pulls through here, and then it goes like this. What I really liked about it is it reminds me of something that Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone, that she might wear, because I know that she likes, I'm pretty sure she likes some things that are wrap style and stuff, and it made me think of her, her style aesthetic, and so that's part of what drew me to it, even though it's a little bit, along the bust line, it's a little bit, low cut, it feels like it's a little bit just too tight up on the bust line. It fits really nice on the waist, but it's a little small on the bust, but I figured since it was a a wrap style, that it was doable. One way that I might wear it is to tie it along the back like this, but that does leave very long tails, so I figure what I might end up doing is bringing it around the back and then bringing it back around the front and tying it like this, which I think maybe off to the side a little, or else I could tie it in the center, but I feel like I'd almost do it on the side. Okay. Yeah, because that's where the slit is anyways. And I really like how it gives a lot of, what's the word, movement to it. It feels very summery, very, very summery. But I don't think that I would necessarily wear it just as an outer dress without any other types of clothing underneath. I feel like I would probably end up wearing this over I don't know, maybe a slip, or I don't really own slips though. I don't think those are really I don't think those have been common for quite some time. Maybe a slip dress, or over what's the word? Maybe over a swimsuit or something athletic. I don't know. It's very, right now I have it on over a leotard. But it's very, very cute and very flowy and very summery. So I really liked it. And the wrap style, again, it made me think kind of something that Lisa would wear from Farmhouse on Boone. I really like her. I really like her content. I think if you have the opportunity, you should check out her channel. Her stuff it's very peaceful, and I get a lot of peace of mind from listening to her content. And I liked too. I thought that the way that the panels on this were done was very interesting. I liked it this also from the standpoint of looking at how it was constructed, because it has I guess these are darts at the back to take in the waist a little bit to make it fit a little bit better, but it has the skirt is in 1, 2, 3, 4, I think the skirt's in 4 panels, but the top is only in 3 panels, so I thought that was a very interesting construction method, and I think that that's a great way to reduce bulk at the waistline. Sometimes if the seam lines all line up here, it can be a little bit bulky in this area, because you've got here, here, and here are all seams coming together whereas in the areas where it's just darted and then you have the seam at the center back, it's like, okay, that's a little less bulky. So I like that in terms of like as a construction method. I think it's a very good choice for that. And I feel like how a lot of it is serged, it's like, I understand why they would go with that method of finishing the stuff because it isn't necessarily as bulky as like here where it's all like properly, like it's all encased very nicely. It's like, okay, I understand that if it was like that all the way around, it would produce a little bit of extra bulk. And for a summer like wrap style of dress, I might not necessarily like that. But I really like this, and it feels almost like something that I would wear, okay, maybe it's like a robe too. Like I almost feel like I would wear this as like a robe. Like how I will sometimes like wear, I have like a linen like bathrobe that I'll wear sometimes over other stuff, like over a nightgown. So this might be really cute to wear like if I was wearing like a nightgown. I don't think I necessarily have any of my like white nightgowns down here at the moment. But yeah, I feel like I would probably like wear this as like with like a nightgown or something, like as an over top garment. Like I like the idea of this as like a wrap or like something that I'd wear if I want to be a little bit like more dressed up while in pajamas. Okay, and then this was something I also like really liked the idea of. This is I think this is like kind of like an exercise dress, like something someone might wear playing tennis or something. And it's by Ralph Lauren, size large, made in Vietnam. Okay, it was, I believe before any discounts and before taxes, it was $9.98. And I think this was made of cotton, and it definitely feels like it's made of cotton. Yes, it's made of 100% cotton, machine wash cold, gentle cycle, wash with light colors only, non-chlorine bleach when needed, remove promptly and stuff. Like, yeah, it's definitely cotton. Let me try and get this over the top of my head again. I really like it because it feels it's a very breathable dress. And I mean, I guess it also has buttons that can go all the way up. But I will probably leave like the top couple undone because that's how it was when I got it, like found it off the rack, and I like it better. Like I definitely feel like I like it better like this with like a little bit of like more movement, like it so it isn't so constricting up top. Yeah. Like yeah, I feel like this is something with a lot of movement. And it would be good for like athletic pursuits because it goes to about here on me, so about midway down my calves. So it's like, okay, this provides a lot of like coverage and comfort and flexibility and femininity while also being something that would work well for like sports and stuff. So I like it because it's something that's like good for like sporty stuff while also like being like feminine and girly for sportswear. I also like how it's like, okay, like the dark blue, I think that would work well for like, I guess like Memorial Day or 4th of July because the whole, like, what's the word? Like red, white, and blue are thematic colors for that. So this might be good for like a 4th of July style, like, I don't know, meeting up with relatives or something for 4th of July. Like this might work well for something like that. Or if you were someone who did like summer barbecues or something like that, this would be something that I would probably consider wearing to something like that. Or to like, I don't know, to like a loved one's sports game if I like, I don't know, if that was something that it was like really on my radar, something that I would be doing routinely, then I might wear something like this to something like that. Because it feels very sportsy, summery, but also feminine and a little bit dressed up for sportswear. Yeah, I like it. I like the vibe of it because it's like elegant sportswear. It kind of reminds me of something that like a rich person would wear to the country club to play tennis. I don't know if that's a vibe. And then okay, this was also something that I liked a lot. And on the rack, it's like, so what I was looking for, I wasn't entirely sure if it would fit from on the rack, but I really liked the look of the, what's the word, like the pleating. Is this knife pleating? I think I would describe, yeah, this feels like knife pleating. This is knife pleating. This is a Brooks Brothers Red Fleece L made in China. And before taxes or discounts, it was like $9.98. And I know a lot of people, like, I typically don't talk about money, but I'm kind of showing this to talk to, like, so that way I can remember, okay, how much did things cost? At this point, because I'm kind of like, the whole inflation stuff, like, leaves me worried. Oh, USA, okay, that looks like kanji. So it's a size large, and then either 175/88A, and it's basically it's polyester spandex. So one of those where it's like, okay, this might not necessarily be the best type of dress environmentally speaking, but since it's from a thrift store, it's like, okay, I'm helping keeping it out of the landfill, so I guess that's good. It has a side zipper with a hook and eye at the top. Though granted, I'm someone who it's like, if I can get it over my head without bothering with the zipper, okay, I will typically just do that because I don't like bothering with zippers. Okay, the one thing about this is, my glasses. No. Sometimes my glasses get stuck in my hair and it's very annoying. It's very annoying. Glasses be like that. Okay, but on me, it's like it goes on quite easily. Like this is very clearly a very stretchy fabric for it to go over my head like that. I thought it had a belt, but I think I must have been thinking of a different dress. Yeah, I must be thinking of a different dress. Let me look here. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at like how the side, like trying to figure out, okay, how does the side seam, like where is that and how does this blend into the rest of it? Okay, is that here? But it's like, I really like the way that the lines on it, like the way that it has like the pleating, essentially the pleating, the knife pleats, like that are basically sewn all the way down but then let loose at the skirt. Like, I really like that dress design. It's a very aesthetically pleasing, like, stylistically consistent way to get a very nice fit, like something that fits very nicely and is like form-fitting in a flattering way up top while also being like flowy and floaty and having a lot of movement at the bottom. I remember in ballet, like, you were supposed to spot, like you're supposed to look at the same place and keep your your eyes focused on that, and I was not doing that, so now I'm a bit dizzy. But I really like this because it has, I don't know, it kind of gives me like a retro vibe, like something, I don't know, like 40s, 50s, 60s, like where it's like the tight fitting up top with this more feminine skirt at the bottom. Like it's a very, I don't know, I like it. Like, and I feel like it's one of those where it actually fits me well. Like the way that the arm size are, it's like, okay, it's not really pulling upwards when I move my arms. And I feel like it fits pretty nicely on like the shoulders. I'm not 100% certain how I felt about the sleeve length. Okay. And now I'm realizing, oh, the things I thought were sleeves. No, that's my leotard. Yeah, the arm size like here to like here. It is like, it does feel like, okay, now that I'm looking at it a little bit closer, it might be just a little bit, like it could almost have like a tiny little like dart or pleat here taking off like maybe 3/4 of an inch or something to make it fit a little bit better. But for the most part, this has a pretty decent fit, all things considered. Like it isn't like egregiously like too big here. It's like a little bit where it's like, okay, I might take this in a tiny bit, but I might not bother with it. It fits pretty well. Yeah, and the zipper is such where it's like, okay, this isn't really bothering me. If I was like, I have the leotard underneath though, so I'm not sure if this would annoy me if I didn't have something underneath. But I really liked the fit of the skirt, and I felt like it was something quite elegant and something, like, I really thought it was a very elegant, like, dress. And it's like, the downside is I might not have chosen the best thing to try this on over because the leotard is so, like, opaquely dark. It's like, and because the dress itself is so, like a dark blue, it's like there isn't a lot of contrast, so you might not be able to tell where the dress's like neckline and where the shoulders end compared to where the leotard is. So, but it does have like a high neck without sleeves. So it's like, okay, I think that's a nice, like, what's the word? In terms of balance, I think it's a balanced outfit. Like, because it doesn't have sleeves, it has more coverage up here. So I'm like, in terms of like balance, this is a very balanced like dress. I feel like from like a design standpoint, like in terms of like aesthetics, what's aesthetically pleasing, like this has a lot of balance, and I love the consistency of the pleats. So I really liked this particular dress. I liked it, especially in terms of aesthetics and stretchiness and movement, but the one downside is it is polyester, so it does not breathe well. So I'm like, even though it's quite a, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Even though it's quite, like, it feels like you, like I might think, oh, it's rather lightweight, it has like a lot of areas that are still exposed, like the arms, like, oh, this would be good for summer. I'm also like, this is polyester. Polyester isn't always the best for summer. Like, it's basically like you're wearing plastic, essentially. So it's like it doesn't always breathe very well. But yeah, thank you for watching me do a thrifted blue dress try-on haul, and I hope that you have a great day.